My video for September the 29th, 2018, which is video number 2860, is entitled, When Life Loses Its Meaning. Could it be the influence of the recent full moon? Or is it the fact that I have a significant birthday coming up in less than a month? One thing is certain. I seem to be feeling very glum lately. As indicated in my previous video, I pulled out the book I wrote some years ago now and read some of the poems I had written over a span of time. Yes, there is an ebb and flow in life. We all experience highs and lows. Ironically, for me, it may be the times of feeling down that I have been most creative, or at least expressive. Perhaps there is less self-examination when things are going well. In any case, I can't say that things are bad for me now, only that I feel blah. My routine is pretty much the same. Still, being the introspective person that I am, this is an emotional shift I cannot help but notice. I'm not the only one either. A close friend wrote to me, quote, I watched the clip you posted about depression. I cried several times during that. I know I'm depressed, but don't think I'm having any kind of spiritual journey. If anything, I'm leaving all spiritual things in the past. I don't believe anything is good. It just feels like we're stuck in a false reality to me. A prison planet? Yes. End quote. How many have similar feelings? Is life a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing? Was Shakespeare right in Hamlet? I imagine many people can relate to what this friend wrote to me and to the things that I'm feeling and have been talking about in recent videos. So many of us have been living with the expectation of positive changes. And for some people, life just seems to be one challenge after another. And that's the case in this friend's life. I know a little bit about what's going on there. And there are challenges not just in the personal life, but in the life of the family. And we all have family issues. The people that are closest to us also face challenges that sometimes seem totally insurmountable. It's really, really difficult to stay upbeat and positive all the time. It's virtually impossible. We do live on a prison planet. We do live on a planet where liars seem to be the predominant force, if you will. And I keep asking, God, where are you? When are you going to take responsibility? Yes, as I've said so many times, I meditate and pray every day. Now, I don't meditate like some people see meditation. I don't. It's impossible for me to stop my thoughts. I suppose you could say when I fall asleep, my thoughts stop. But then again, I sometimes have dreams and I recognize that I'm in a dream and there's thoughts there. Thoughts are how a reality is experienced. Now you say, Ron, but dreams aren't reality. Well, maybe they are reality in another dimension. And maybe sleep is just simply entering into another dimension. I don't know if that's true or not. But I do try to find answers to some of the questions that have perplexed me in my life over a period of time. Again, I'll hold up the book, Living Gods Are Hard to Find. Because as I read through some of the poetry that I've written in the past, I realized that this challenge is something that's ongoing. I mean, there's, as I said, there's ebbs and flows, there's high points and low points, but it's still a challenge to try to stay positive minded all the time. And there are some people that talk as if they've achieved it, but I wonder if that's a fact or it's just a whitewash. I don't know everybody's day by day in and day out experience. I don't know how people handle the challenges of life because I don't get to talk to too many people on an intimate level that they would reveal stuff to me like that. And of course, the people that are always spouting to have keep a positive mental attitude wouldn't tend to want to talk with anyone about their downtime, because that's giving credence to the negative influences or the negative feelings that I think all humans must experience. Even the elite establishment must have some inclination of worries and doubts and fears and the so-called negative energies that are part of human experience. So folks, how do we get out of this? I mean, obviously, it does seem like Shakespeare wrote in Hamlet, and I don't really believe Shakespeare actually wrote anything. He was an illiterate man, according to things that I've studied. But in any case, it's attributed to him. Is everything just an insane, vicious cycle of repetition that goes on and goes nowhere? Is there ever any conclusion reached where you finally reach a destination? And what would it feel like to have arrived? I don't know the answer to that because I haven't arrived yet. And even people that seem to be claiming that they've arrived, I don't believe they're telling the truth. Quite honestly, I don't believe it. I think that we want to believe something good. We try to remain upbeat as much as we possibly can. And I'm not saying that that's wrong. I'm certainly not saying that's wrong. But it's not reality, or at least it's not reality for most people most of the time. It's like riding an emotional roller coaster. Sometimes we do go up and we hold our breath as we're getting near the top, knowing that we're going to plummet again, and maybe plummet and turn as roller coasters do. How do we handle our human life? What choices should we be making to bring about positive change? Because that's what we all want. Even the people that have dark purposes, for them, positive change is being able to fulfill their agenda. Now, of course, I hope that's not the reality for most humans, but it seems to be so for demons that have taken on human form. How do we get out of this rat race? Or especially, how do we change the rat race and gain a life that actually is more positive than negative? These are the challenges that I think we all face. What do you think, folks? I'd appreciate reading some of your comments. And some of you, I post my current emails on all of my videos. Write to me. Thank you for listening, and namaste.